didn't do my intro in the car. Probably should have. So I'm at the Greenwood Furnace half at Greenwood Furnace State Park, and I am currently walking right up to the start line. And I have done this race before. I just never filmed it before. I did it a couple years ago. From what I remember, it's a beautiful race, but there are definitely two absolutely brutal climbs. So stay tuned. We'll be starting in just a few minutes.
Next year we want to keep this race alive. 10Kers, half marathon, you guys are going to hit it.
Okay, about right at 2 miles in. I believe we're starting up the first climb. According to the course description, first climb we're looking at is about 1,200 feet of elevation. And then we go back down the other side, and then the second climb is a little more. I want to say 1,300, could be 1,400. I don't know. But so yeah, so far so good. Kind of some rolling hills in the beginning. And like I said, now we're heading up, hence the heavy breathing. So maybe I'll check in at the top. See ya. Pretty sure we're at the top because it's kind of flat here. So a mile, probably a mile, maybe a little more than a mile of climbing. Not awful. There were switchbacks. Definitely challenging, but not the worst I've ever been on. I believe the second climb does not have switchbacks, so that's going to be more of a actual climb. But the part that we're on right here is pretty runnable, I think. So as soon as I'm done talking, I'll start doing a little bit of running. But we're about 3.4 miles in. The temperature out here is perfect. And of course it's absolutely gorgeous. Everything is kind of popping green. Maybe not, we're on the top right now, so it might not look so green up here, but once you get off the top of here a little bit, it starts to get a little bit greener. So, which you'll see, I'm sure, as we keep going. So, all right. I'm gonna start running because like I said, this part looks pretty runnable. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, just came through an aid station at the top there. Got some watermelon. I love watermelon. I was able to fill up my water bottle, so good to go. And now we're on the back side of that climb. And for the most part, this is a really nice, runnable downhill section here. Although, obviously we're in Pennsylvania, so as you can see, my eyes keep going down. And that's because I'm avoiding all the rocks. So that we don't have a blooper video. Although, that might be kind of funny. But I like my teeth, so let's maybe not go there. So, now it's starting to get a little bit steeper. So, I'm probably not going to run this section. We'll see. I got to save my legs for the second half of this. But, alright. Here we go. 5 miles in, got to the bottom of the descent, at least for the most part. Just kind of rolling through here. This part is nice and runnable, so I'm enjoying this part. I tell you what though, people are always like, the climbs, the climbs, the climbs. Yeah, the climbs are challenging, but for me, the descents, whew, man, it's a whole other muscle group. My legs don't like descents too much, but still feeling good and probably about ready to start heading up the next climb here soon. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy this nice, runnable, flat, gradual downhill section here. So, all right, off we go. Okay, almost 9 miles in, I broke out the poles. That last climb was later in line. It's definitely straight up scramble, which I knew it was because I've done this race before, but then when you see it again, you're just like, oh my goodness. So climbing up there was fun, but made it. Now I'm at the top. Absolutely gorgeous in here. Give you a little kind of snapshot. Yeah, so pretty. And we're back to this nice runnable trail. So I'm gonna run a little bit before we get to the next downhill. I broke out the poles. My IT band's barking at me. So I'm not looking forward to this next downhill at all because I have a feeling that's going to be painful, but we'll see when we get there. So, all right. Let's see, we got about 4 miles to go. Woo woo. Okay, so we're almost at a mile 11 and we made it down the hill. I kind of decided to, for the most part, kind of bomb it down that hill, which may or may not have been a good idea. I don't know, we'll find out tomorrow. But actually right now my IT band feels just fine. So of course I'm flat ground too, so hopefully there's no more downhills because that's what kills it. But I think we're almost done. I know we go on this road for a little while. I'm not sure if we go back on the trail or not, or if this takes us straight to the finish. I can't remember, but I guess we'll find out. Today and having my post-race commentary in the car. Greenwood Furnace Trail Challenge. Like I said, this wasn't the first year that I had done it. It is the first year that I've ever filmed it. Great race. It's absolutely beautiful, as I'm sure you can tell from the video. I mean, I'd put the camera away and think, okay, I'm not going to film for a few minutes, and then go through another area and be like, oh my gosh, but it's so pretty here, and have to film more. So it is an absolutely gorgeous area. Birds were chirping. It was just beautiful. It's just a beautiful, beautiful area. Pretty challenging race. It definitely is. If you look at the elevation profile, it's basically 2 major climbs. The first one has some switchbacks. The second one has it's pretty much a straight up scramble for a while, and then equally brutal descents. The descents are usually what gets me. The climbing is challenging, but going downhill is just on the knees, and my IT band today was acting up a little bit, but still made it. So, but it was beautiful weather. It was in the 60s, calling for showers later, but we got a couple of little raindrops, but nothing major. Well-stocked aid stations, friendly people. I mean, I don't have any complaints about any of these races. They're all very well organized and very well put together. So if you are looking for a challenge, I would definitely recommend the Greenwood Furnace. If it's your first trail half marathon, I mean, unless you're feeling like you really want to challenge yourself, I'm not so sure if I would choose it as your first. But it's definitely one to put on your list. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you want to see more videos like this, then you can click subscribe. And if you liked this video, then click like. And I'll see you at the next race. Bye.